That could be an issue. However, let's say that you let's leave the froth to the side. Let's say you leave that to. Let's say you don't do that.
All right. Don't waste another moment. Just call Ryan.
Brian Alexander.
Jay.
How are you? How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Good afternoon.
Best Las Vegas personal injury attorney. We're continuing with the series with personal injury, and we've got the next question.
Yes.
How long does the person have to file if they don't talk to an insurance company and they don't talk to an attorney?
So in Nevada, if you don't talk to an insurance company or you don't talk to an attorney, you'd have 2 years to either present the claim or get it filed in court. So you'd have 2 years from the date of the incident to either open an insurance claim and get it done with them and get it settled, or to go to court and file a lawsuit. So that's generally, for most types of claim, 2 years in Nevada. Now, there are other types of lawsuits, but generally for injury cases, we're looking at 2 years. Medical malpractice it had been shortened to 1 year, and now it's back to 2 years.
Okay. And so here's kind of an interesting question is, so let's say that, for example, you got bit by a dog.
Yes.
You're in the park. You're like, I'm good. And then you exchange information, and then
you wake up the next day frothing.
Well, that could be,
or a couple of days later.
That could be an issue. However, let's say that you let's leave the froth to the side. let's say you leave that to. Let's say you don't do that.
Goddamn rabies.
Let's say you're starting to get sore at work, or you know what I'm saying. You're just like a few days later.
Yeah, you don't think anything's up, but then you realize you're getting sick.
Right,
you're infected or something.
Right, it's something, and then you're like, oh man, I got to do something. How and yes, you go get it handled, but then, is it really worth it to circle back and be like, hey, you know what?
Well, yeah, I mean, at least to see if they have insurance coverage. Like with dog bite, for example, it would be the homeowner's insurance or renter's insurance usually. That's who pays for dog bites. Yeah.
Okay.
So typically, I mean, we have had situations where they didn't have anything and we were able to get a direct settlement. Just a couple of weeks ago, we got one where the owner paid actually out of pocket.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A decent amount for a German Shepherd bite. But usually it's homeowners and renters insurance. So, but if you're getting sick like that, you'd have, 2 years to make that claim. But you would probably want to put the insurance company on notice as soon as possible once you realize there was something up. And it goes back to, I think, part of your question is like there's a lot of situations in life where you kind of either like, oh, no, I'm okay, and you brush things off, and you're like, I just need to get going, and I don't want to deal with this now. And then you realize later that actually you may have sustained a longer-term injury.
Right.
Or your back starts hurting, and you're like, oh, well, this is it. So, generally you want to report that initial claim to the insurance reasonably soon, within a few days. But there's no deadline. The only way they can say, no, we're not going to do anything is if you don't do it within 2 years.
Okay.
And then get it settled or filed. So like if you open the insurance claim 1 year and, 364 days, that doesn't buy you more time. You have to go to court then. So you can get that filed in court. But, the sooner the better, because it's going to make everything else move much better, because you want your course of care to show, what had happened. The other thing that I think is important to mention on this subject is if you go to the treatment, you go to the doctor after something's happened, don't forget to tell the doctor that thing happened.
Oh, right.
And I have people who come in every once in a while, and they've had an incident occur either at a casino or in a property or even in a car crash. But for whatever reason, they go to their doctor because of the pain, but they don't say what caused it. They're like, oh, I'm having this pain.
Really?
Yeah. Or they don't, they go to their doctor and they've had a major car crash. They go back to their general practitioner, or they were already in chronic long-term pain management for something, and they just don't say, oh, yeah, by the way, 3 days ago, I got in a car crash. Why? Because they're worried that their health insurance might not cover it.
Right.
Tends to be the problem. And so they omit that the incident happened, and guess what gets beat over our head?
Why it happened.
Well, yeah. So we open the insurance claim, we get the medical records, and it's like, oh, they didn't tell the doctor that they had this incident happen.
Right.
Like 4 days later.
Right.
I've had at least 3 cases where this has come up. It's like, okay, they had a car crash. They start their chiropractic. They also go in for a women's checkup. And they don't tell their doctor, that doctor, about the car crash. And then the insurance company is like, well, 10 days after the accident, they didn't tell Dr. Sullivan that they had had a car crash. And it's
Right.
well, they were there for a pap smear,
Right.
not an adjustment or not pain management. Right. So,
Right.
but it's safer just to tell the doctor that it happened. It's better just to disclose it so that it's in the records rather than trying to justify why it's not. But yeah, no, I've got cases on the go where it's like they were already in a workers' compensation claim or they were already in long-term pain management. The car crash happens. They continue to treat, but they don't tell the doctor for maybe some period of time or at all. Like sometimes they go once or twice and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, huge car crash on the 15 the other day.
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, better late than never.
Right.
But hey, just tell them at the beginning. It's
Right.
like if there is a health insurance claim later to deal with, we can deal with it. That's better to do it that way anyway.
Right,
Like,
right.
Some people are like, oh, I shouldn't tell my doctor about this if it's my health insurance paid doctor because maybe my health insurance will take my money from the car crash. And it's like, okay, well, there might be something we pay back to that, but it's going to be a lot less.
Right.
And you're ruining the case if you don't disclose it.
That brings up another interesting point, right? Is that when you don't disclose it, then the insurance company tries to push it off and be like, no, that's not your responsibility.
No,
But-
we have cases where it's like a significant amount of medical bills
Right.
and treatment over a year and a half.
Right.
And they go to the doctor every 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
But they don't say it's because of the car crash,
Interestingly, that's
Yeah.
a great segue to the next question.
which is,
What happens if it's your fault?
okay.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that's a big one. So,
Yeah.
next video.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right.
Just call Ryan. Call Ryan. Call Ryan. Don't waste another moment. Just call